multiple players who can kick a one-pointer. I'm going Hull FC by 1 point.
Okey-doke. Elsewhere, we've got St Helens taking on London. I can only see the Saints on this.
Yeah, Saints by 20. Then the final Friday night game, the Sky game, is the battle of the bottom two. Wigan in 11th, hosting Huddersfield in 12th. We'll see by kickoff if this is two teams on 0 points or not. But it certainly won't be by the end of the game. I'm backing my boys. I think we'll scratch a win by like a 2-score margin. I'm going Wigan by 10.
I've also gone Wigan on this one. I just think they've got probably a little bit more than Huddersfield, and I can see more places a win could come from. I think there will be a reaction, hopefully, to this week's defeat.
Yeah, Saturday 5 p.m. We've got another game here, Sky. Hopefully the fucking rugby union from wherever the fuck that was played, who gives
South
a shit,
Africa.
has finished by the time that Catalan kick off against Salford. Catalan at home, I fancy them to win, especially with Salford's picking up a key injury, because they can't afford any injuries, let alone key injuries. So I'm going to go Catalan by 8.
I've said Catalan as well. I think it's just that down in the south of France factor, and I just don't see Salford having quite enough.
Yep, okay, we'll wrap it up on Sunday then, where your Hull Kingston Rovers visit the now in form Wakefield Trinity, and I can't see past Wakey, to be honest. I'm going Wakey by 20.
I've also gone for the Winnity Cats.
Fair enough. Then into the Championship, where the game of the week, I'm not sure if we're going to get this one on Sky or not. I'm not sure how it's going to work.
We're not, because they can't find a French production company that could do it at the right quality.
Right, because I thought we weren't, and then in the League Express it had it marked as a TV game, but yeah, let's go with it's not going to be on. But Toulouse versus Toronto is still a tasty encounter based on what the two sides put up last season in particular. Stars across the board, so it's the game to pick out. I think Toronto will be good enough though.
I think so, but I think Toulouse will give them a run for their money. I think Toronto will come out winners, but I think Toulouse will definitely push them all the way for this. So I think it's going to be quite a close game.
Excellent, let's hope so. And then into the Challenge Cup, where it's the third round. Is it the third round?
Yes.
It's the third round with the League One side coming in, and on the R League app on Sunday, it will be Workington versus Siddle, and Siddle are, one of the top teams in the amateur game, the cream of the amateur crop, as it were. So I think this should be a cracker, and I've picked out as the game of the week, although I do think Workington will just about have enough.
Yeah, I think Workington should be able to do this, especially with Fui winding himself up and crashing over.
He got sent off against Siddle the last time he played them, though.
He did. That's very true.
In what was a genuine mud bath. If this weekend's game will see us a mud bath, they ain't got now on that. Okay, remember everyone, when you catch any of these games and any of the other games that you might get along to as well, click on the Google form links, put your fan reviews in. So if you've been to a game but it doesn't show up as a link for that game, please do go and click on any link. Will take you through to the same form, and you'll be able to give us your views on any games that you go and watch next week. We love getting your fan reviews in. It's what the show is all about. Okay, that is pretty much everything done. We have gone over a little bit this week, but
why not?
Well, there was no one
it was
big
worth
news
it for
story,
that
was there? But there was 4 or 5 that needed a conversation, I think. And then obviously, when both of our sides aren't on televised games, but we have a lot to say about them, it's not going to work, is it? Yeah. Anyway, let's move on and wrap up this 211th SLP.
Right then, so we'll start with a quiz, and I've got 3 questions for you, Mark. So
as has become custom,
as is now the thing.
The new custom is to stick a knife in and twist it a bit as well. So let's see how that goes.
So nice easy one for you to start with, and I'm going to allow you 2 miles either way. But how many miles are there between Wigan and London?
I'm not very good at this sort of thing. You'll allow me 2 miles either way?
Yeah.
That's very generous of you. I'm going to go 488.
No, it's 213.
Oh, shit, no, I was thinking round trip. I was thinking round trip. Sorry.
Well,
I'm
you'd
still
be
wrong because I would
but-
have said 240-ish. But do you know what that is? That's what it is from my house to London.
There you go.
That's what that is. And I don't live in Wigan. I live...
No, but that wasn't the question
30
either.
miles. Well, obviously about 20 to 30 miles north. No, I know. I was wrong. I was out. But, yeah. Sorry. My answer wasn't 400 and odd. It was 240-ish. Oh, well.
Okay.
Cross on that
so,
one. Well done, anyone who got that without Googling.
Second question. In total, including yesterday, how many times have Wigan lost against London?
In total, in Super League?
Ever.
Ever. So right the way back to 1981, was it? 1980?
1980.
Didn't we lose that first time we played them? So I seem to have a feeling. We always lose to expansion sides first up. They always send us along. Because, biggest draw and all that. In total, so in 30 years, we're talking... 7.
It's 13.
13?
13 times out of 57 games.
Wow. There you go.
And before yesterday, when was the last time that London beat Wigan?
Before yesterday.
Yeah, just a year is fine.
A year is fine. Okay. I vividly remember a Chris Thorman-inspired London putting Wigan badly to the sword at home in the mid-noughts, but obviously they've definitely beaten us since then. I'm going to say they were last in Super League in 14, so I'm going to say 2009.
Oh, you were so close. It was April 2010. They up at yours, and it was 38 points to 26 to the away side.
Fair enough. And obviously that was a year that Wigan were the best side in the competition by some way in the end.
Yeah.
So well done to the Broncos that year. In fact, it would have been Harlequins, wouldn't it? I think 2010.
Yes,
Yeah.
it would have been. Yeah.
Anyway, I did shit on that quiz. I hope you all listening at home did better. What else shall we talk about to close
SLP
things out?
recommends. Let's get yours out of the way.
Out the way? Because you need the stage to perform
Exactly.
an epic monologue about some fucking cold brew tea. It's winter, you should be drinking hot tea and hot tea alone, Tim.
I have been drinking hot tea, but anyway, we'll come on. Get yours out of the way.
So me and Emma went to Birmingham at the weekend to go and see one of our favourites, Postmodern Jukebox, perform at the O2 Academy in Birmingham, which I would not recommend going to. It was an awful venue to get in, waiting outside in the drizzly rain, and then you get in and kind of the stage is way too big for the amount of sight you get from the floor, from the stall's floor. Maybe the balcony is a bit better. Note for next time if I ever go there again, but I'm not sure I'll be too keen. But we had a nice time in Birmingham overall. And for lunch on the Saturday, we went to I think it's like a chain that there must be quite a few down the south, but I'm not seeing any. I'm not seeing any wherever I've been before. But Tapas Revolution it was called.
All right. No, I've not seen that.
No. And when we were there, we liked to buy some stuff, and then I was a little bit hungry, so I bought one other thing, and it was one other thing that I've been looking at all along, but Emma didn't want it, so we didn't get it the first order around, but I managed to sneak it in later on. And it's called Huevos Rotos, I think is how you might pronounce it, but basically it's potatoes, chorizo, and egg. And from what I can tell, they put a little bit of oil in a really hot bowl, put your potatoes in it, put your chorizo in it, cook them up a little bit, and then when it's really, really hot, basically just crack an egg in it and let that egg cook, kind of. And when it came to the table,
almost become a sort of omelette around it.
Yeah, sort of. And when it came to the table, the egg wasn't fully cooked yet, so like the yolk split and went everywhere and was dead nice, but then it cooked a bit more because the plate was so hot, and it was fantastic. So I would go with that as my recommends. In fact, I was looking up recipes to make it at home. Even though it seems really straightforward, it's like the timings and that sort of stuff and how hot you need to make stuff, I think, is what I need to figure out. But yeah, that's my recommendation. Go on, get it out of the way.
So, as I said, we went to Brighton a couple of weeks ago. So we went to this brilliant gin bar down in Brighton called the Gin Tub.
The Gin Tub.
And what they did is when you went in, they gave you the menu, and then on the front of the menu it told you that they were blocking your phone signal, and there was no phone signal in the venue. And so if you want to make a call, you had to, or do anything, you had to go outside. It was a social bar where you were encouraged to talk to other people as well as the people you'd come with.
So what if you needed to like pay on your phone?
That's a good. Well, I suppose, does that need signal?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, it probably doesn't, does it? Because your card details are within there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. So anyway, and you had a little old-fashioned phone on the table, and you rang through to the bar. So it was really fun, a really nice atmosphere. We went in sort of happy hour because previously to that we'd been to Chocky Wocky Doodah, their cafe, and we thought, we'll have a little bit of chocolate and then we'll see what we want. So we got hot chocolate each, and you could choose which colour and then which flavour. So you could have dark white or milk, and then choose which flavour you wanted. So I had gingerbread, dark one, and that was really nice. And then we had a dipping pot. So we'll get a dipping pot to start, and then we'll see about getting a sundae or a cake afterwards. That wasn't going to happen. We had the dipping pot, and we couldn't even finish it. We were that full after that little. It didn't look like much, but it was good. So that's a sort of side recommend. But because of that, we then decided we needed to go for a walk, which is why we ended up all the way down in Hove and walking into this place called the Gin Tub right in time for happy hour. But it was really good because they gave you suggestions like, if you like this sort of flavouring, then have a look at this. And it was really nice gin bar, and the idea that you could phone up to the bar was quite fun. And they gave you the numbers of all the other tables as well.
So you could phone up and talk to other tables.
You could talk to them. We didn't.
So what were you guys drinking? That looks amazing from over here. What is it? That sort of thing.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Or I'm guessing there's probably more creepy applications if you're
on your own without your girlfriend. Next time you go into him.
Yeah, that sort of thing. The other actual recommend I was going to make would be This Time with Alan Partridge.
Yes, good shout.
Started last week, and I was absolutely splitting laughing.
Probably just finished recording just now.
It would have just gone out, and I couldn't believe how funny it was. And it was just some of the bits, just the little small jokes like, a U-boat commander would kill for velocity like that and stuff like that. And I've already seen my friend Gary Smith, who I used to do a radio show with, has already tweeted me quotes from this week's without even having had the chance to see it. So we're catching all that one very soon.
Yeah, that's certainly very exciting and was enjoyable the first episode, like you say. And Derry Girls is back this week as well on Channel 4.
Yes.
So
can't wait for that.
Good time for comedy.
The small clip I've seen. And also Fleabag is back. Don't know if you watched that first time round. First series,
that's,
but Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Right, I don't think I've watched that one though.
Yeah, but that was the first series was brilliant, and that comes back. I think that starts tonight as well.
Excellent. Plenty to get ourselves into there then. Brilliant, good stuff, Tim. Next week is me and you again.
Yeah.
So let's hope with all those recommendations we've not exhausted our options too much. But if I come up with a good huevos rotos recipe by then, I'll be recommending the same thing again because I fucking loved it. Right. people can find and share the show at Super League Pod on Twitter and Instagram is where you can find us. I think I forgot to put stuff on Instagram this weekend. I took pictures and forgot to put them on Instagram, I think. Maybe